downhill again, and that's where LeBron James can get you. You start to collapse, and that's when he starts getting open shots. He's being more aggressive, I think, here in this first quarter than he was in games 1 and 2.
We're going to help a little bit on Randall. Randall falling away, Jumper's good. Julius Randall, 9 points already. Randall's had 20 plus in those games 2 and 3. Doncic inside McDaniels just overpowered him that low.
Luka looks like he's got some OGs today too. He's moving a lot better.
Reeves now guarding Randall. Tough matchup for Reeves. Even Chesel inside Gobert. A foul on Reeves. A couple more free throws coming up. For today's playoff schedule, brought to you by TNT Bank. There's a 2-game course tonight on TNT. Boston and Orlando. Magic big win game 3. Indians Milwaukee. Milwaukee big win in game 3. See if those series will be tied up. You know, Klay Thompson said something. It was right after the playing game that they won, obviously before they got eliminated. He said it's a privilege to play basketball at this time of year.
Without a doubt.
And not only for the players, for the coaches, privilege for us to broadcast, privilege for the fans to be out there. There's just no better time than watching these big-time playoff games.
Mike, I played basketball for 17 years, and people ask me if I miss playing basketball. I'm like, not really. But I do miss playing playoff basketball. That is what I miss. The arena, the energy, that's the part of the game that I miss. Not so much the regular season games, too.
Here, Gobert missing the second. Lakers still with a 3-point lead. McDaniels chasing Doncic. Nas Reed in the game. Doncic goes strong again. Gets inside. Banks it home. The strength of Luka Doncic on display here. Steven Chetto drives it hard. Can't get it to go. Gobert's tip. Misses. Doncic the rebound knocked out of his hands. Still loose. Edwards comes up with it. Edwards to DiVincenzo, corner 3. DiVincenzo had a strong game Friday night. Brings the Chamberlain off the bench. James Hachimura had to run for that. As they throw a wild pass. Reeves comes up with it. Whips the pass to Finney Smith inside James. Back to Hachimura. Can't get the 3. James another rebound. And foul. Boy, he has got great energy to start here in this early afternoon game.
There has to be a level of desperation on the boards for the Los Angeles Lakers, both ends, in particular on the defensive end. But boy, he looks prepared. There are nights in year 22 where it feels like it takes him a little time to get warmed up. Not today.
No, not today, but also you worry about the 48-minute stretch of this game. At some point in time, he's going to need someone to carry that first quarter. We're not used to seeing LeBron with that energy for 48 minutes, especially in a postseason game.
Hachimura almost looked like he stepped out of bounds when he made that save. As James connects on both the free throws.
Where's that whistle again?
Just thought I heard it was weird. That happened several times the other night, including one time where Doncic stopped on a fast break. They have to announce to the crowd, whoever was doing it, knock it off. Gobert, golden opportunity, couldn't convert. Reeves strips on the wall. Gobert has had trouble scoring. Doncic. And Reed called for a reach-in. That's 2 on Nas Reed all the way. Right away. Arguing with Josh Taylor, the crew chief.
Reed has taken single-digit shot attempts coming into game 4. Couple of chippies. You gotta score that.
You gotta score it, but again, even the play before, he gets the tip out that leads to the DiVincenzo 3. So his size, when Jackson loses out, you got Dwayne mistake kind of box out Rudy Gobert. That is just so much task that you're asking from your smaller players.
Little flood, so Laker training staff picking out Rudy Hachimura. Gobert has 9 total points in the series and 7 total personal fouls. Now, he's not out there to score. They obviously have others to score, but they need him on the offensive end in terms of offensive putbacks. watching all okay. Game's okay. Alexander Walker has come out for Minnesota. Dave Vincent out there for the Lakers. Here comes Tagay. Shot clock at 7. Step back. Three-pointer. Can't get it. Gobert the rebound. Gobert's already got 6 of those. Edward Carter Gibson. Alexander Walker. This is James the rebound. Minnesota just 5 of 18 from the field. Randall's got 3 of those. Doncic inside. Layup is good. With the Doncic's 3rd field goal. Offensive foul. Rudy Gobert called for his 2nd. So he's got 2. Naz Reid's got 2.
For Chris Finch, he talks often about wanting Luka to do his work inside the three-point line, right? Not let him start cooking from 3. But this is the big, strong, physical body that he's got. He can score against size, Richard, and right now very content to get to the bucket.
Yeah, no, it's been impressive to watch him early, but stay away from the officials. Every play he's looking at it, over 48 minutes, that starts to add up.
Doncic deflected out of bounds. Alexander Walker. Chris Finch said you pick your poison when you play Luka Doncic. Which way would you guys go? You take away that 3. He's so weak with home career when he gets it going.
I would take away the 3, and mainly because of this. His downhill ability, free throws, and then the ability to pass and get other players involved. That's when you start to have an issue. I would prefer him to be in the paint and shooting contested series.
Feels like he's most dangerous when he gets that step-back 3 going left.
Evan Shannon is coming for Minnesota. So without trouble, Doncic falling away. Shot won't go. Randall boxing out. Vanderbilt took a shot in the face as Randall comes the other way. Randall's got Reeves on him again. Just pulls his way in. A whistle on a foul. That's going to be 2 on Reeves. Julius Randall really attacking.
Now, let's say line, right? In the postgame after game 3, Anthony Edwards said, I want Julius even more aggressive. And he is using that big body to attack people inside.
They've got nobody for him. Again, there's no shot blocker back there, so if you've got a smaller player, be aggressive and actually take your time going up and be physical, because you don't have to navigate a Jackson move or a shot blocker on the backside.
Career high, playoff high that is, 27 points in game 2, at 22 points on Friday night. He's already double figures here in game 4. He really helped set the tone in that first quarter. At 8 points, couple of assists. And again, that was the first time the Timberwolves had a lead after that. His first year here in Minnesota, he's talked about what an adjustment it's been. They really had success all NBA 2 times with the Knicks in his 5 years there. He is in a nice comfort zone right now. Reeves on the drive, lost it, ball picked up, shot it down, DiVincenzo trying to save it. It's still Laker ball, 13 on the shot clock. And a nice ovation for the rookie Terrence Shannon. We'll take a timeout. Shannon's only played 10 minutes over the first 3 games, but he's shown some size here in his rookie year in the NBA. Gets much respect from the fans here in Minneapolis.
Basketball head coach Nico Medved. Getting started, the Transformers franchise and a show Ransom Canyon is streaming on Netflix. Give it up for Josh Duhamel.
It's time for today's value play brought to you by McDonald's. We're here in the land of 10,000 lakes, so it's fitting that before they were the Los Angeles Lakers, they were the Minneapolis Lakers. In their first season, the Mini Lakers won the 1948 National Basketball League title. Led by head coach John Coughlin and superstar George Mikan, they went on to win 5 NBA championships in 6 seasons. The Lakers relocated to LA in 1960. Have since won 12 more titles. Minnesota got 13 back in 1989 and had some great playoff moments, but are still in search of their first championship as the Timberwolves.
Like the history, there's a back in Dr. gets inside. The craziest stuff. The Lakers fans. So the Lakers have been in the NBA for 77 years. They've made the playoffs 65 of the 77 years. And of course, 17 titles. Alexander Walker, slick move there, lays it in with the left hand. Minnesota shooting just 32%, but only down 4. Doncic step back over Randall, got it. Look at Doncic already with 11 points.
That's not a real shot. That is not even a shot that you can frame. Luka is the best at that step back on that left side of the floor.
Reeves with the steal. Vincent, Doncic, kicks it back out. Finney Smith, three-pointer won't go. Randall the rebound. Vanderbilt going pushed off. Randall again goes right to the rim and finishes. 13 points already for Randall. He's got 13 of their 22. And Doncic is fouled.
Luka Doncic, I talked about him. He just dances, but at the step back, that's such a difficult shot. I know that's his shot, but the reason why it's his shot is because no one else can do it like him. And then even here, trying to get some movement, they're trying to get him in different spaces, and you can just see the juice. I like to see this for the Lakers because if you're asking LeBron James to have that in him for 48 minutes, he's going to need bigger contributions from Luka, but also everyone else.
That foul is on Randall, his first. James comes back in. Reeves will sit down. Well, you just can see Reeves out there smiling, moving around, and obviously aggressive. It's like night and day. You can just tell by the way he's sitting on the bench here. Kudos to the training staff and the medical staff are getting turned around. 7-point lead for the Lakers. Sharon gets 2 minutes. Edwards lines up that three will go. And Chenzo comes flying in for the rebound. Randall hesitating. Minnesota already 7 offensive rebounds. Chenzo can't hit. Make that 8 offensive rebounds blocked by Finney Smith. Terrific defensive play. You can get more offensive rebounds when you're shooting at 30%. Vinny Smith straight on. Three-pointers good. His first bucket double figures the 10-point advantage. Under a minute to play in the first. Oh, puck away from behind. Nice play from Vanderbilt. Doncic inside. Missed the layup. And shot the rebound. Wide open, couldn't get to the floor. Edwards drives hard, gets inside and backs it home.
Lakers are going for a 2-for-1 here. JJ signaling.
Vinny Smith. Vanderbilt trying to fight. Alexander Walker, excellent job boxing out. Here comes Randall. Randall kicks it out to Edwards. Open three-pointer. That's good. Just like that, back for 5.
That missed layup was huge. What a state for Minnesota.
8 points for Anthony Edwards. Now double Doncic. Here comes a double team. Stolen by DiVincenzo. Up for the layup. That won't go. Edwards fouled hard by Finney Smith. First foul on Finney Smith. Got the DiVincenzo with the steal to set it up.
How often do you see a missed layup on one end, result in a layup on the other? And then all of a sudden now you've got some juice to you, and Dante, he He is up against the half-court line. Great pressure, great recognition.
And Luka, I know he's frustrated because Dorian didn't slip out, but there's a cardinal rule in basketball that teaches you at 8 years old. Don't stop at the half-court line. Do not stop at the half-court line, especially with the sideline and half-court. That is the worst place to be in basketball right there. That is the worst place to be. He's got his headline going. He might be upset and getting still. You've got to give yourself a better angle so that he can come. So he's trying to set his screen on the baseline with the half-court line right there.
Hutchinson's not happy with that arm wrapped around his waist. We've had a couple of times where he's starting to get a little exasperated with what he thinks are non-calls that should have been called. Goes ahead, finish the final seconds here, please. Brings back to James, quick to mix it, corner threes up, too strong. That will end the first. Immediately join one of the officials. Presentation of the NBA playoffs continues after this message and a word from our ABC station.
They don't close out. Now they're closing out. Dorian drives, and after rotation, and now Luka gets maybe his most open look at the series.
Reed, quick release. Foul we can't go serious. Just goes down hard. So first down again. Watch that right shoulder. We've seen a bunch of these in the last couple of nights.
That's playoff basketball. Everyone's attacking the ball. Everyone's aggressive. There is no defining these moments.
I am getting a little worried, to be honest with you. There's enough of physicality that's up from the regular season. Feels like there could be some fights and some series.
Hachimura can't connect. Of all the series, this seems to be one of the lesser ones, and some of these other series have been out of control. And a whistle and a foul. Randall's pass was deflected. There was a foul on the play. Goodwin picks up his second.
Very difficult to pass the ball when somebody's got it like that.
You give credit to Minnesota. Their defense has been outstanding. And the Lakers, obviously, with this lead, and it's a wear-down mentality. If the Lakers keep turning over the ball, keep giving offensive rebounds, that 4-point lead is going to go down 4 over a course of time.
Anthony Edwards. Nice cross court. McDaniels, good catch. Back down Randall. Another three-pointer. That's good. Julius Randall. 16 there in the first half. And the Timberwolves back within 1. Doncic tries it in. Same spot, same result. Ryan Downey says to the crowd, he's got 19 in the first half, and there's still 7:25 remaining. Doncic in his brief time in the league has been one of the great playoff scorers in the history of the NBA. Reed, taken out of his hands by James. To Doncic. Alley up for the step behind the back controller. That was quick out left McDaniels. Hesitation move, play out, misses it, Gobert tips it, Goodwin comes down with it. James, Tennessee throws it up with the rim. As he cut the contact, and he will head back to the free throw line.
Well, Luka, you got to know your personnel, who you're throwing lobs to. But now, this is where he does his damage. He gets Nas Reed, that step back, there's so much separation. But on that play, you got to know who you're throwing to. Lakers don't have those athletes for easy transition. But that three right there, that's where Luka does his damage in transition.
Jason Kidd, who he was lobbing it to about the leadership in that set.
Oh, 100%, because I couldn't shoot. That was the only thing that wasn't my way to score. I could run and jump.
That was on Randall. 2 on Randall. Gobert's going to sit down. Rudy Gobert, 3 points, 8 rebounds. And the majority of them on the offensive glass got 5 offensive rebounds. The Lakers by 5. He had a little bit of that one dialogue with DiVincenzo the other night. Look playful.
Yeah. DB, do you feel a sense of urgency for the Lakers that they obviously go down 3-1 against this squad? Are you feeling it out there?
Oh my gosh, level of intensity defensively, the way they're getting to the thrust of their offense. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think Minnesota defensively in transition has been great.
McDaniels corner 3. Rattles around and drops through. First field goal for McDaniels. Laker cut the 3. Doncic pulls up. Can't get that to fall. Take down Hachimura. Goodwin kept that alive. James gets inside and draws yet another foul. This will be his 7th and 8th free throw attempt of the first half.
They're just attacking. And they have Minnesota reacting on the defensive end. These fouls are adding up.
Lakers overall 8 for 8 from the line. Once again shooting well from 3-point range. They're 7 of 17. The lead just 3. 4 now. Oh, the next stop on the F1 schedule, the 4th annual Miami Grand Prix. Coverage begins next Sunday afternoon, 2:30 Eastern with Grand Prix Sunday. Race starts at 4 Eastern on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus. Actually walking gingerly out of the backcourt. He has been superb here in the first half, to say the least. First missed free throw by the Lakers, ball knocked out of bounds. Still T-Wolves ball. Meanwhile, Minnesota shooting just 35%. One of the reasons they're only down by 4, plus 10 on the boards. Good with good pressure on DiVincenzo. Randall falls down, hangs on, gets it to DiVincenzo, but he missed the layup. James back left to Vincent. Vincent finds Goodwin. Hachimura pulls up. Jumper falls through. 7 points for Hachimura. Chris Finch wants a timeout. 5:45 remaining first half. Lakers a 6-point advantage.
All right, Lakers, they're going to special halftime. Make sure you stick around for the talented Grace Good. All right, Tagay, we got some more special guests in the house. Getting ready to start her next season here with your Minnesota Lynx. The sharpshooter, give it up for Bridget Carlton.
Today's Star Watch brought to you by T-Mobile. Richard.
If you are down in a series, if you are on the road, you need your stars to lead the way. And the Lakers got 2 of the biggest stars in this league. Luka Doncic is on fire, 3 for 6 for 3 early. And then the big fella. Sometimes you like to shoot these shots and see where he's got going. And now he's feeling it. He's doing everything for this Laker group. And you see the numbers. Lakers are feeling good early.
There was some concern with the Laker faithful. Late game Friday night, afternoon game, fairly quick turnaround. LeBron James looks like he's prepared. Yeah, still just a 6-point lead for the Lakers. Conley, DiVincenzo, Reed, Randall, and Edwards. Edwards is a little quiet here after that sensational finish Friday night in game 3. Reed gets past, strikes inside, and draws a foul. Goodwin picks up his 3rd in just 5 minutes. Reed picked up a couple of quick fouls and sat down. Here's Jeff to score. Here's 6th man. JJ Bennett in the background, emphatically talking to Josh Kidd.
it's close when Nas makes that move. I always feel like it looks like he might pick up that pivot.
Send it to Lisa.
Hey Mike, well Nas Reed is really a fan favorite here in Indianapolis ever since coming over as an undrafted free agent back in 2019. So much so that his name has become a way in which Timberwolves fans greet one another. If you see a fellow fan out in the street, you give a head nod and say, Nas Reed. Just like you might say, Roll Tide or We Are Penn State. Nas said the love he's gotten since he's been here has been crazy, but he credits it to his dedication to the team, hard work he's put in. As for his role, he just said whatever it takes to help us win.
That one was a go-to. Lisa, you're so right. Beloved by the community, beloved by his teammates, beloved by the coaching staff. He's all about winning.
Oh, they were giving out Nas Reed tattoos last year during the postseason for free.
Ooh, that looked like you got a report into backcourt. That was very close.
Big Chili sent that back, Mike.
Edwards. Conley. Nas Reed gets inside. A whistle. Doncic wants him to challenge that. Let's look at the goaltend again.
But Josh Tippin was right there, Mike. So, yeah.
Oh man, that was
Very
close.
close.
It appears there that it just hits the backboard first. Here's the foul just called.
Right call. You almost want Luka to step in and take that charge. You almost want it.
Doncic picks up his first.
Don't get me wrong, that's a big train. Make no mistake, but you're in the right position, guys. Taking a tough spot. That little reach in. Protect your fouls if you're Luka.
I think they're hurting themselves from the free throw line. But they are now 10 for 15. They've already missed 5.
Back to 6. Under 5 to play. Lakers trying to even this up. Regain home court advantage before returning to LA for game 5. And extra day off between them. Dribbling lines up. That three-pointer can't get it. Even Chenzo snatches the rebound. Quick outlet Conley. Conley to Randall. Randall in the paint. The run was up. Too strong. Hachimura. Down the lane. Back to James. Shot is no good for a foul. That's just an excellent fast break by the Lakers. So 2 more free throws for LeBron James.
And what's weird about the Lakers transition is typically LeBron James has always had athletes that can run with him. He doesn't have someone that's out there leading the break, an athletic finisher that allows LeBron to either kick out, throw ahead, get easy buckets. Very similar to what the Minnesota Timberwolves have in McDaniels and Anthony Edwards. You see LeBron in transition here. He gets the rebound, but normally there's a D-Wade, there's an athletic wing. Wooten makes the right decision getting it back. But LeBron James at 40 years old can't be leading your fast break every night.
He's played 18 minutes so far. This will be his 10th free throw attempt. He's 4 for 4 from the field. Also has 6 rebounds. And lead back up to 8. Reed sitting down. Edwards has taken 6 shots here in the first half. He's got 9 points. Gets inside, draws a foul. And 1. And this thing has been a little quiet. Good move that time. And now in double figures.
4 for 7, Mike. Got to get himself to the free throw line. It feels like if Luka's in front of these guys, whether it's Anthony or Julius, if Luka's the guy in front of them, they're just going right at it.
You said it feels like or that's right? It more than it just feels like.
All right, Edwards, this is his 31st playoff game. His playoff career average is 27.5 points per game. Now he's drawing teams to the other end. Inside Doncic. Again, who's right there. Doncic using his strength. Can't get the ball. Randall with a rebound. Edwards now, crossover, gets inside to Randall, beautiful pass, and Randall puts it in. Third assist for Anthony Edwards, and he cut for 3. Randall's got 18 here in the first half. Doncic finds some room, methodically gets to the rim.
Wow, Anthony Edwards and LeBron James coming up the floor. Constant level of physicality between those two guys.
They have 40 of the 52 Laker points. Edwards drives. Inside, McDaniels on the slam. Anthony Edwards getting it done with a pass. A foul call. Edwards and James. Going forward, made a direct line to them like there was something going to happen.
Mike, this is 2 straight possessions. This is the end of it, okay, folks? Because this is 2 straight possessions where Ant is going up to LeBron, putting his hands in his chest, and these 2 competitors going at one another.
Olympic teammates this past summer.
But that's the level. LeBron's looking at the official, and the officials are letting them play, but if you let them play for 3 straight possessions, it's not good basketball.
There's a lot of pushing and shoving, but when it gets to that, somebody's got to blow a whistle and say, all right, enough done. Free throw number 11 and 12 for James. Now, James has 20 in the first half. Doncic has 21.
So again, this is 2 straight possessions where Ant is just turning up the level of physicality, and this is on the post. Now he's got his numbers. I thought they were going to enter the ball into the post. That's how it is.
That's not even the freedom of movement. You know when you're playing against your little brother, and he's just pushing you because you're too strong. Listen, it's a 2-hand, and LeBron's looking straight at the official while he's pushing 2 hands, but you love that Edwards wants that challenge and embraces it.
Lakers back up 5. We hit the 3-minute mark here in the second. Moore trying to stay with Randall. Randall has had his way here in the first half. Puts up the shot. Off the mark. Doncic the rebound. Shot by Conley. Spins. Undeterred. Gets inside. Pass deflected. DiVincenzo got his hands on yet another pass. But it's still Laker ball.
Julius and Anthony still looking for contact down the other end on that miss by Julius.
And moves right up. And LeBron James. James upset that a lot of clawing and grabbing again. James is looking at short corner. 5:24. James a drive. James a spin. Comes up short and a foul. And Edwards upset, as is the crowd. That's going to be Edwards' second foul and more free throws for LeBron James.
Again, it's the physicality. And Edwards multiple times has said, I got LeBron. I love seeing a superstar want that challenge. LeBron takes some time to patient, even the crowd. The energy picked up in this moment. And with the back on, with the reach around, that's where they fouled off. That limited LeBron's elevation. That's why the shot was short.
And the crowd willing to miss free throw. All the other stuff that happened before. Now the officials are trained on him. That almost was a bad decision by Edwards to get him out of all this stuff because now they're looking at him.
And that wraparound, I think you see that constantly in the NBA. Whether you're checking a ball handler, that arm around the waist has become a consistent game of defenders.
It's not just down this end, it's also the other end. There are a number of times Minnesota, the freedom of movement is it's declining.
Yeah, without freedom there.
6-point lead. James has taken 13 free throws here in the first half. The Timberwolves as a team 16. Edwards. And out and in again. Anthony Edwards comes right back for a big 3. He's got 15 points now. These 2 stars and Olympic teammates going at each other. Now Randall comes up on James. Inside the pass. Hachimura can't get the ball. Gobert with a rebound and outlet. Edwards, razzle-dazzle, inside, layup, banks it in! The Ant is coming alive here in a second. It's a 1-point game.
Mike, he upped his level of physicality. He has taken his play to another level all of a sudden. And when he wants to get downhill, there is nothing you can do. The handle is tight, the body is strong, he's shifty. I mean, there isn't an individual defender or 2 in in that instance that's going to have anything to do with it once he decides to go to the cup.
At all. So not only does he have the 17 points, he's got 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Again, much more aggressive here in the second quarter.
Randall's got 18. Edwards, it's been impressive to watch.
Just over a minute and a half remaining here in the second. So the Stars shining here in this first half of game 4. Edwards with the steal. James dives, knocks it out of bounds. And a loose ball foul.
Oh, my Anthony Edwards.
And he's grabbing his left knee. And you can tell in pain. Oh, wow.
This is unfortunate. BB, we had a great look at it. LeBron James doing what he's supposed to do, first on the floor, 40 years old, diving after the ball.
Well, looking at the replay, I hope you get somebody out there to come and look at Edwards. Just great hustle. Loose ball foul on James, and he grabbed that left knee right away. Now the medical team comes out.
And I remember when LeBron James had the exact same thing. Solomon Hill dived after a loose ball. This is a tough one.
Oh, left ankle as well. We'll be right back. Coming up the key at halftime, Luka LeBron and Edwards all shining here in the first half. Edwards seems to be okay. He's back out on the floor. That looked really bad, the way he was lying there, but he popped up all of a sudden. He did okay, RJ.
Well, at 23 years old, you can cut yourself and watch it heal in real time. That is the bonus of being a young athlete like Anthony Edwards, but it's still scary. And that first jolt that you feel the pain in your knee, you feel the pain in your ankle, and then look it up, your heart pounding of what just happened. All of a sudden that pain subsides and you start to feel a little bit better, but that's a scary one, because that's a big man that's rolling on your ankle.
Now you wonder if he's just coming out to shoot the free throws, because if he didn't, he would not be allowed to come back in the game if somebody shot the form, unless it's the flagrant foul, which it wasn't, just a loose ball foul. And both of those free throws, watching them back up, he seems to be absolutely fine. Minnesota, after trailing by 10, now a 1-point lead. Doncic, Randall trying to stick with him. Well defended by Randall, 5-24. Hachimura, three-pointer. Randall comes flying in to grab the rebound. Final minute, second quarter. I think Edwards is okay. That move. Double team. McDaniels back up top, Conley. Conley on the drive. Scoop layup is good off the glass. 9 straight points by the T-Wolves. And this equals their largest lead in the first half. A 13-point turnaround. James fires away. Rebound kept alive by Finney Smith and a good 14 on the shot clock. Hachimura. Wide open, nobody near him, and he hits it. Rui Hachimura, his second three-pointer. He's in double figures.
This bench exasperated at the lack of communication between Rudy and Julius. The prior possession, you did it right, but that one you do it completely wrong.
No fouls to give here for the Lakers. Randall's had a superb first half. Looks up at the clock. Puts up the three. Flash it in. Julius Randall drills the three. With 6/10 of a second remaining. Doncic, the heat, no will count. And that ends the first half. Randall once again put up some big numbers with 21. Meanwhile, LeBron James with 22, Luka Doncic with 21. The Stars shining here in Game 4. And perhaps
Financial isolations, of course, do a better job just keeping the Timberwolves off the glass.
actually took his own defense there for LA.
And what do you notice, Mike? There's size at the top of it. So even though Anthony's big, you've got Luka and Rui. That's two tough guys with the arms outstretched to get the ball back.
PJ Drake has used his own decent amount of time here in this series. Randall drives, kicks it out wide open. McDaniels can't get the ball. James snatches the rebound. That's his 8th board to go with 22 points and 5 assists. Up top, Doncic. And a foul call on McDaniels. It's right around Game 4 where guys really start to get on each other's nerves, right?
Yeah, especially if you don't have much of a history, but right here, watch this. After the foul, he's still just going to get a little playoff extra. Give me the ball. Even though the whistle's give me the ball. That's when it starts to get a little agitating.
He's a swing piece, though, McDaniels. Big games in the 2 wins. He's got 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting. He just misses a great look for 3.
That is his second foul. 4 on the 24. Reed tries again. Patience. Scores in the first half. And a couple of threes here to start the third. That's 14 straight points. Minnesota has still not scored here in this third period. And it's almost 4 minutes in. Largest lead of the game. Edwards, Finney Smith does an excellent job. Edwards can't hit. Back for the rebound. Gobert, another offensive board. Conley tries. Can't hit. Finney Smith the rebound. Finney Smith done a good job off the bench. James. Blocked by Conley. Wow, what a block. And they say it's going the other way. But he's shaken up.
Mike Conley, historically, on the defensive end, has been one of the league's best. But that's as big an assignment as you could possibly have. The pass is perfectly placed. He gets ball initially, a lot of contact down low, but then he looks like he's in some pain, and he's still hunched over here.
Conley, one of the most respected players in the NBA throughout his career. This is his 18th year. He's 37 years old. Chris Finch was telling us before the game, he's an inspiration to his teammates. You see their feet get tangled up. He was down hard. Still re-timed the sneaker. The Timberwolves, they want to win for him. They obviously want to win for themselves. But that's the kind of respect that Conley has. He has carried himself and represented the very best of what the NBA has had to offer for 18 years.
And I'll never forget when he signed the extension here. He said, this is where I want to play. This group of young, talented players, these are who I want to mentor. This is where I want to end my career.
Nas Reed slips, he falls. See a number of players slip down on that side. Edwards gets past his own defense, gets inside. He pretty much went past everybody on the Laker defense.
He's quick, he's fast, he's shifty, change of pace. It's so impressive and difficult to guard.
Doncic, thought of that, wins the pass to Reeves. But Edwards closes out, fires away. And at the side of the backboard as Edwards comes the other way. McDaniels off the bounce, goes for the rim, Doncic took a shot in the face, he's still down. McDaniel's going to get a wide open three this side. That's good. McDaniel's drive across the lane. Doncic apparently got hit. McDaniel's with his second three-pointer. The lead cut to 6. These two competing against each other out here in game 4. Reed comes to help. That's some passing passage. And a ball out of bounds. J.J. Redick said it was kicked. LeBron James saying it was kicked. The officials say it's Minnesota ball. They are adamant. All the crowd wants is somebody on the Lakers side to get a technical.
Let's see. Oh yes, and you can see a change of direction. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Why would the ball go that way if you're the official without the ball being redirected? He's throwing a bounce pass straight to somebody, and the ball goes out to the left by 3 feet.
Edwards drives on Hachimura, pulls back, good shot, walk over the foul. For the foul on Hachimura.
Those are pivotal moments. We saw the missed layup by Luka lead to an 8-point transition for the Minnesota Timberwolves. You missed that call, now you got 3 free throws on the other side. Those are the swings in transition. Even J.J. Redick right now is saying the exact same thing that I did. It's impossible to make a direct pass and have it go out of bounds without some sort of deflection.
Edwards hits the free throw. Edwards coming in first 3 games, only took 6 free throw attempts in the first 3 games. This is his 9th here in game 4.
Here's the other thing that's important here. You're right about that call, but this is McDaniel's refusing to get switched. He's going to make sure he's got the Luka matchup. But that means if it's slow to recover, everybody else has got to scramble. The Wolves are playing defense now in the second half like they want to win all of a sudden. Like McDaniel's is like, I'm sticking the Luka matchup, everybody else be behind me.
Well, the Lakers scored the first 14 points during this third period. Minnesota's now scored 7 straight. 4-point game midway through the third. Doncic trying to throw some contact. Finds Finney-Smith. Shut off by Edwards. That's going to be a backcourt violation.
DB, you talked about the Minnesota Timberwolves are playing defense like their lives depended on it. Luka Doncic, one of the best ball handlers in this league, cannot get enough space to get off the shot, and it's just the pressure. It wears on you over time. It might not be the first quarter, second quarter, but it's like Novocaine. Give it time, it'll work.
They're knocking turnovers. Now for the Lakers. Minnesota with 8. Again, the zone defense from LA. Edwards splits inside. Euro step back shot. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Julius Randle comes out with it. Drives inside. So much contact. Randle overcomes and banks it home. It's back to 2. 15 offensive rebounds from Minnesota. Randle back in the game. Doncic against Randle. Pulls back, jumper. Banks again. Boy, Randle couldn't have played him any better. And a big smile for Doncic, who was 28. Edwards step back his three-pointer. James spins inside. Layup is good. And the foul. LeBron James with an answer and a look over at the T-Wolves bench.
But swing is coming fast and furious here. LeBron, great spin. Dante tries to pick his pocket. He reacts beautifully. Strength, awareness about where you are on the floor. Always on balance. Up to the top of the window. Easy money.
Free throw attempt. So 14 in the first half, tied the most free throw attempts he's had in a half in his entire playoff career.
Wow. Well, that's small sample size there, Mike.
7-point Laker lead. DiVincenzo On the drive, goes for Hurst. Yeah, right there, but Daniels can clean it up. Daniels now in double figures. Contact, and a whistle. They're going to call it up at Daniels. He's upset. That's his third.
He denied the inbound pass initially, then he pushes up a little bit of pressure. He's just trying to make life miserable, take some time off the clock. I mean, their feet get tangled.
That's an easy call. That's if your feet get tangled.
It's absolutely, but I love that he's pushing up the pressure, because all of a sudden, he feels like he's changing, like his confidence is growing with Daniels.
Alexander Walker from tip form. Now Roy Stochich. There's the help from Nas Reed. And that behind the back pass. Reed gets it, kicks it out. Hachimura, three-pointer corner. It's good. Really, Hachimura, his fourth three-pointer. That's some special ball movement right there. Lead back up to 8. Edwards on the drive. Gets inside. He banks it home. Edwards going to put on a show. 25 for Edwards, 28 for Doncic, 25 for James. DiVincenzo off the turnover, finds Reed. Reed layup is good. Looks knocked down afterwards. Did they call a whistle? It's almost impossible right now to hear a whistle. It's just a timeout. The Lakers will call time.
We keep talking about Luka getting in that corner. He's begging his teammates to come over, but he's got to get in a better position. He's begging his teammates to come to the ball. There is some truth in that, but you got to be in a better position because the Wolves, boy, they are running.
We're running everybody here. We got 6. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Target center. Give it up for Crunch and the Slam Squad. Today's Good Hands Play brought to you by Allstate TV.
Well, you see the Wolves, Mike, sending two and Luka, and it's been a little bit of a mixed bag. He gets lucky there, it's going to result in this, which sometimes happens when you send two to the ball. But also there's some casualness, and it's led to some turnovers, Richard. This Wolves team is a different animal defensively.
They're a different animal, and we saw it in the first half here. If you're stuck in that upper quadrant next to the half-court line, it is very, very difficult because Luka has yet to split any of those double teams.
Great start for the Lakers. They took their largest lead up by 11. Up to 4. Finney Smith ball knocked out of bounds. You go to Lisa.
Yeah, Mike, we saw Mike Conley make that block from LeBron James and then go down to the floor and eventually back to the locker room. He is now back out on the floor, not exactly off the bench, sitting down, back close to me than actually to the bench, but it looks like he is good to go back into the game.
All right, Lisa, thank you. You had a sensational block. It got hurt on the play after the shot block at 6. Doncic finds Finney Smith again. The good ball from Hachimura. This time takes it to the glass and lays it up and in. Hachimura's had an excellent game. Now 18 points.
I like to see that drive on a closeout, especially when Rudy Gobert is outside the game.
Edwards the crossover, gets inside, flips it up. A little too much English that time. He's going to foul. Reeves back to Doncic. Finds James. Finney Smith, corner 3. Under 3 to play in the third. Randall. Ron James now with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Contact between Alexander Walker and that's a good play on. Please. All the stuff going on out there. Doncic And his face nails the three-pointer. 31 points in 31 minutes, and the lead back up to 9. Edwards on the drive, kicks it out, deflected by Randall. Fortunately for the T-Wolves, read right there. DiVincenzo high off the glass. Nice scoop layup, took a couple of bounces. First game three was so close, tied with 4.5 minutes to go before the team was made the big play. We got a long time before that. Sprees scores in the first half. 9 points here in the third quarter. Reed drives on Reed, kicks it out to Randall. Hesitated on the three, now takes it to the goal. Layup shot short. James leads the break. Finds Doncic. Sees an opening. Off the glass, can't get it. Rebound. Chip to take it by DiVincenzo. Randall, one man to beat. Hachimura goes to the rim. Layup is good. 45 for Randall.
All right, it's a big 1 minute. It's a big 1 minute. If you're Lakers, in my opinion, you need close to a double-digit lead going into this fourth quarter. And if you're a Timberwolves, you gotta finish strong.
Hachimura inside, banks it home. Really, Hachimura with 10 points in the period and 20 for the game.
11 minutes for LeBron and Luka. Both north of 33 with a full quarter to play.
This lineup out there for the Lakers have played the entire third quarter. Set on the shot clock. Edwards, layup, won't go over the foul. He was in flight that time, got hit. And we'll shoot some free throws.
Give Rui some credit. The end of game 3 was not pretty for Rui, but he has done a great job playing off his teammates. He's spaced appropriately to the corner and made threes. And Richard, you alluded to this, the ability to catch a ball in the middle of the floor and attack and close out.
Edwards on the game for 25 points. He said he just took 6 free throws. First 3 games, he's got 10 already. Minnesota 15 and 22 for the line. Brought it up earlier, though. 7 missed free throws. Games like this comes back to haunt you. Lakers winning this too. Crowd a little nervous right now as Edwards hits the first. Tonight, Sunday Night Baseball. Bryce Harper of the Phillies take on Kyle Tucker of the Cubs. Series finale at Wrigley Field. First pitch shortly after 7 Eastern. Our coverage begins at 6 Eastern with baseball tonight, Sunday Night Countdown. One of the great places in all the sports. Wrigley Field. Edwards just down. And James yelling at Gobert. Jimmy Smith with a little shot. LeBron James is really hot. Gobert is not seen bothered by any of it. Officials getting in between. Just trying to separate it. We need to discuss whether or not to be what I would assume would be a double technical.
That should be reviewed as a flagrant, in my opinion.
Now James initiates it with a kind of a shoulder shove, but then above the shoulder.
That's the initiation of a box out. The extra stuff is at the back of the net. That to me is a dangerous play.
That ball technical foul has been issued to Gobert. The play is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
It's absolutely a flagrant one. It's contact to the head.
Right.
There is some frustration by Ruth. You know, especially if you get a guy going low, boxing you out, maybe before you're ready, you get frustrated, you put it in the back of his neck and head. You can even hear the Minnesota fans kind of groaning at that play when they see it on the replay.
Although they're probably groaning at the initial shot. It can't be a fan. You can't be objective during the playoffs. It's just not allowed. Josh could go right at the But you're right, that's just the normal box out.
That's a box out from LeBron James. And by the way, he's hit first all day. He's been at you all day, appropriately setting the tempo here.
Josh Kidd, Mitch Irvin, and Sean Corbin on the right.
Upon review, it is unnecessary contact with the forearm at the back of LeBron's neck, lower skull. We're going to upgrade the play to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. LeBron will shoot 2 free throws. It'll be a Laker ball on the side. Free throw line extended with 24 on the shot clock.
Always important because you get the possession. Let's bring around Steve Jaddy, who is back in Secaucus at the replay center. All right, Steve. Physical game. It's been a physical playoffs in every series. I mean, what's the key? First of all, tell me about what you think of that play, and then I got another question for you.
Well, first of all, I agree with you guys. When you said it's a normal box out. I think Gobert's been boxed out harder than that the whole game. And here he goes putting a forearm in the back of LeBron's neck. I think it's a correct call. I know the official came out first saying a technical foul. Now they address it. I think flagrant foul penalty 1 is definitely the right call.
And how about, again, this series compared to the other, Steve, have not been as physical, but this one is starting to get there. Obviously, it's now in 4. From the officiating standpoint, when do you talk amongst yourselves to say, all right, we need to start calling it a little tighter? How is that done during the playoff series?
Well, I would like to have it done, like say, in the pre-game meeting before you get out of the locker room. And then this way you can start calling things a little tighter in the beginning. First round matchups, for me, historically, have always been the most physical. Teams are fighting for their playoff lives. Teams see that maybe 7 days think they have to be physical in order to win. These are things referees have to talk about in the locker room. And I know like in these next games going forward, I'm hoping that the referees talk in the locker room and say, hey guys, let's set the tempo early. Sometimes, it gets a little out of hand and you can't bring it back in. So hopefully as we go forward, they keep rolling with us.
Actually, Steve, they just blew the whistle while you were talking. There's the technical foul on Chris Finch. James misses the technical free throw.
If you're Finch, maybe that's something to motivate your guys going into the fourth quarter. Get that juice going, because after a flagrant, you're not getting it technical because you didn't agree with the call.
10-point lead for the Lakers, what has been a superb third quarter. He's outscored the T-Wolves 34-21. Reeves, Hachimura, picks it out in the corner. Finney Smith off the bounce. Goes back up top to Reeves. Reeves on the drive, shot clock winding down. Scoop layup off, great footwork. And Reeves, 11 points all here in the third. Edwards to Gobert. Gobert inside, struck the foul by Doncic. 3 on Doncic, free throws for Gobert.
Dante DiVincenzo did everything right. He was early, often, in continuous communication. Here he has to split the difference. He just bites on the up fake. And Boston, a great play at the end of the clock. But I'm telling you, Dante was everywhere in that possession. It's just a good offensive player. It's a bucket, and a tough one.
What a turnaround for Reeves here in the third. So needed by the Lakers. Gobert, now 4 points. He's got 10 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. Reeves has come alive. Reeves this year averaged 20 a game. Since the NBA merger, he's only the 3rd player who was undrafted to average 20 points per game in the season. He's my brother.
Do we know who the other 2 are?
Yes, we do. And I'm not going to touch it.
I'm cool as the people at home that's going to be upset.
Doncic throws it up. Comes up short. Fred VanVleet and Mike James. There's your 2. Meanwhile, speaking of James, he's got 27 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. His other stars got 31. Edwards has 27. The Stars playing great basketball as this presentation of the NBA playoffs continues after this message and a word from our ABC station. Next game is not until Wednesday. 9-point lead. This is the opening minutes here in the fourth. Randall and Hachimura. Wrestling down low. Now Orlando squares and faces. Makes his move. Hachimura, little shoulder throw. That shot won't count. Now, second on Hachimura, side out.
Two big, strong dudes going at it. You're going to see Rui take a step to the baseline, try to prohibit the drive. That's where the contact comes. And Julius is going to get that step and angle most times.
Randall enjoyed the postseason. He missed the entire playoff run for the Knicks last year with a shoulder injury. He's so thrilled to be back in postseason basketball. Edwards. Well defended by Hachimura. DiVincenzo has to do it and throws out. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected out. Last touch by the Lakers. Randall, a big part of that. So 14 on the shot clock for Minnesota. Conley will inbound. McDaniels would set on the shot clock. Nice crossover, gets in, spin, stripped and stolen by James. James will set it up. That's his third steal. Meanwhile, that shot won't go from Doncic. Here comes Edwards. Conley, quick swing, Randall three-pointer. Runs out to get his own miss. Shot blocked again by James. Phil Smith picks it up.
How about back-to-back plays? LeBron James, opportunistic, anticipates the drive from McDaniels and another great play defensively.
He's already played 37 minutes. And the foul goes against DiVincenzo.
LeBron, from the outset of this game, has understood the circumstance. He's been down 11 times in his career, 2-1, 7 times he's won it. How about this little strip? Prevents the drive, then gets a hand on it. Now an opportunistic Randall, and who is there to send it back? The kid.
James has played all but a minute 46. Randall went for the steal. Shot clock at 4. James spins, James drives, gets inside, picks it out, Doncic, does he get it off in time? Yeah, he backs it up, no, short ball, and waits it off. And it appeared that it was too late. He wants to see it, but he knows that. Yeah, no question.
Clippers are seeing that and have nightmares right now. You love the smile, but Luka does one or two of those things every night where it feels like only he can do it.
Yeah.
Reed now switched up. Now Hachimura back on Edwards. Edwards drops inside, kicks it out the corner. Randall, three-pointer. Won't go there. Couldn't get it. The foul's going to be called on Reeves, who took a shot in the head. He was trying to box out Rudy Gobert. That's going to be 4 on Reeves. He's checking for blood there.
Oh, wow. There he is, please.
That's a direct hit. Little check on him. LeBron James, we were talking with Josh Kittle. He's going to be okay. Scoreless in the first half, 14 points in the second half. He is taking a huge step forward this year.
Does feel like the Lakers are keeping that shell tight, and they're going to try to make Anthony Edwards a passer, which he's done. And guys right now are not making those shots. J.J. Redick talks about it all the time. We got to shrink the floor because that's how we got to defend.
Some big minutes from the Stars. And Doncic and James have played so far the entire second half. Hachimura once again switched up on Edwards. Leans in with sidesteps, knocks it in.
He's so good. I've been watching this, and the way he could move his feet under control. It feels like he's 6'8", 6'9". He is not that tall. He is just that strong, that athletic, and that shifty.
35-point outing for Anthony Edwards. Reeves with 6 to shoot. Doncic's long three-pointer. Won't go. Edwards skies for the rebound. He's got 7 of those. Edwards puts up a three. Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. The lead cut to 4.
Anthony Edwards. Is he afraid at the moment? No, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Edwards is the moment. This is what he does. The little hang dribble. It doesn't matter if it's Austin Reeves, if it's Brewer, he's just going to take a little side step, and then he's going to smile at you and cook a little bit.
Time to check out this week's playoff tracker. It's brought to you by Pepsi. The Thunder in the second round. Clippers and Nuggets are quite the battle. Golden State up now 2-1. Will it be 3-1 or 2-2 in this series? We still have 7:42 remaining here in game 4. Lakers have got up as many as 12 in the second half. Anthony Edwards, all 11 fourth-quarter points so far for Minnesota. He's hit 3 for 3 from downtown. Doncic falling away. It's good. Luka Doncic with 35. Again, the Lakers have not sat anyone. Most of the players of Minnesota played the majority of the second half as well. And the looking, drives, spins, finds Conley, open corner 3, won't go. Hachimura with the rebound.
You see that minute total starting to add up, but where it really will manifest itself is in those final 3 minutes. Will the Lakers have enough juice against this young team?
Edwards trying to poke it away from Doncic. He gets poke break to Reed, shot clock at 5. Reeves fires away, three-pointer. And the rebound falls to McDaniels. Edwards finds McDaniels. Sidestep, layup, banks it all. Great move for McDaniels.
Consecutive possessions where the Lakers defensively had Austin Reeves low, trying to hide him on the defense. But once you're at the rim, he's the guy leading you.
Doncic's looking for some help. Finds Hachimura. Billy Smith is open in the corner. They didn't see him. Reeves is open on the right side. Nobody there. And comes up short as Gobert grabs the rebound.
They're starting to get the ball to that middle of the floor. They're finding that space, and it's leading to open shots for the Lakers.
Edwards. Again, razzle-dazzle gets inside. Kicks it out Randall. Randall, three-pointer. Conley the rebound. Another 14. Randall down the lane. The runner's up. Off the mark. A race for the ball. Randall dives. And a loose ball foul's been called. Sean Corbin making the call. I think it's on Billy Smith, his third.
Hand-to-hand combat on the bottom. Oh my goodness. There's a foul early on Dorian Finney-Smith and late.
There's one more under this
Three team fouls for the Lakers. Another extra possession. Minnesota with 18 offensive rebounds.
We talked during the break, Roy. If Anthony Edwards is dancing, he's looking to shoot a three. You've got to close the space. You have to treat him like Steph Curry. When Steph Curry's dancing, it's not to look for a driving lane, it's to look for a three-point area.
Let's go Wolves chant here at the Target Center. Been a great crowd all weekend. Edwards puts up the three. Rebound deflected, goes right to James. Under 5.5 remaining. 4-point Laker lead. Randall now on Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Doncic lost it, got it back. Blocked by Randall. And they call a foul. Randall can't believe it. He's not really arguing. It's one of those where I think maybe his balance.
It's a foul. Listen, I have never seen Julius Randle guard the way he's guarded in this series. He's strong enough, he's tough enough to guard, but this was something he was not doing early in the year for Minnesota. Give the young man credit, just a little bit overzealous on the challenge. He had done everything right. Like, that's a killer.
Should they review that?
So Doncic ran to his 35-point total and a 4-point lead. Stanley Cup playoff first round continues tonight. 2 more games on ESPN. Lightning Panthers, game 4, 7 Eastern. Followed by game 5 between the Avalanche and Stars. Coverage begins with The Point at 6 Eastern on ESPN2 and on ESPN+.
Okay, you got Rui with 20 points. LeBron with 27. Reeves has shown up with 14 in the second half. But obviously, Luka has a chance to get to 38 here. The Lakers are playing, in my opinion, as well as they can play. They are playing as well as they can play on the offensive end. When you look at the Timberwolves, I still like where the Timberwolves are at. They have an ability to raise that level. I know Camp's at 38, but there's multiple guys over there that I believe will start to show up for the Timberwolves here in the size 5 minutes.
So, Richard, if he makes this, they're about to tie their output for the most in the series. They've gotten a lot of open threes, but these last 3 or 4 possessions, it feels like Luka brilliance bailing them out more than good offense. Now, that's some credit to the Wolves defense.
He backed up to 7 under 5 to play. Nas Reed against Reeves. Spins, layup, good. Let's go for Ron Reeves. Reed using his strength and size. This is his second field goal. We keep talking about the Lakers who haven't stopped the second half. Anthony Edwards has played the entire second half. Doncic the crossover. Drives on Reed. Gets the Durant layup. Missed it. Rebound McDaniels. Lines Nas Reed. 3-pointer. Pops it in. 2-point game.
NBA First Round, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, is brought to you by Google, the proud sponsor of the NBA, and Burger King, and BK, Edmonton away. You rule.
This is a big defensive mistake by Luka. Watch him go up, get the layup. Now you see it's 4-on-4 going back. Luka and Nas Reed are next to each other. Luka runs to a guarded man, and Anthony Edwards and leaves Nas Reed open for a wide open 3. Austin Reeves had him, and then Luka left there, no communication. You've got to communicate on your run back. You've got to be aware of those possessions.
And while Nas Reed has taken 8 shots in the fourth quarter of this series. He's hit all 8 fourth-quarter shots as we approach 4 minutes remaining. 2-point game. Pass inside. James left your layup. Too strong. Edwards the other way. Hands it off. Durango says, I'm okay. I got it. Edwards guarded by Doncic. Edwards steps back. Three-pointer. No good for a foul. 3 free throws for Edwards. Got a chance to take the lead with 3:27 remaining.
Wants to get to the three. He set a career high across the board. He absolutely gets the arm. And the defensive mistake. You want to challenge without fouling. That's going to be a tough enough thing. I know Anthony is great and capable. You want to contest without fouling.
But DB, we said when he dances, I've never played against Anthony Edwards, and I know this. When he dances, close the gap. If Steph dances, if James Harden dances, you close the gap. You don't ever want to dance with him. You don't want to look around. You got to close the gap. Make him a driver.
Well, he's hit the first 2 free throws to tie the game. A 40-point game for Anthony Edwards. Hits all 3 clutch free throws.
Let's remember, Mike, it is a 13-1 run for the Wolves in Game 3. Start to put a little run together here.
That was the last 4.5 minutes. They grabbed like a dozen here in the second half. Now lead by 1. Doncic to James. Hachimura. That's the 3. Big bucket for Rui Hachimura. And the Lakers back up by 2. He's got 23.
You wonder who's going to show up for the Lakers. They need some extra help. When all the minutes are done being played, Rory knocks down a big 3.
Since the NBA kept track, the play-by-play era 96-97, no team has ever played 5 players for an entire half in the playoffs. Right now, that's happening for the Lakers. 3 for 3! Nas Reed responds! And the team was back up by 1. He still hasn't missed a shot in the fourth quarter. Doncic looking. Reed on him. Doncic step back. His 3-pointer's up. Off the rim. 1 go. Randall rips down the rebound.
Boy, Big Jelly is not known as a defensive player. He got the switch and he does it up.
Edwards on the drive. Steps back. Puts it up. Short. Rebound comes to Reeves.
The Lakers may find some juice for their offense here in the last 2.5 minutes.
Reeves on the drop shot by Edwards. High drama here in game 4. Doncic picks it out. Rui Hachimura off the bounce. Doncic scoops. Doncic drives. Reeves a 3-pointer. Back to the lane. Won't go. McKinney's grabs the rebound.
Guys, Nas Reed has never had to guard on the perimeter before, but he works and he works and he makes himself viable. 2 in a row.
Edwards double team finds DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo inside. Layup is good. Dante DiVincenzo banks it home at the foul.
It's about being timely, being selective, Switching over to the left hand. Dante DiVincenzo hasn't really dominated, hasn't really had the effect on this game, but boy, that is a big shot with 2 minutes left.
DiVincenzo had a lot of player heroics last year for the Knicks. What a huge three-point play. The lead is 4 as we approach 2 minutes remaining. McDaniels on Doncic once again. Randall wrapping up James, and a foul's going to be called on Randall.
He's frustrated. It feels like
They're not deserving.
No, it feels like LeBron's giving as good as he gets. He's trying to fight over the screen, being physical at the point.
Next foul will be in the code. Lakers not there yet. LeBron James has 27 points through 3 quarters. Has not scored here in the fourth. His teammates have picked up the slack. Reeves tries another three. Puts it in. Reeves with a huge three-pointer, and it's back to 1. We are seeing some elite shot making here in Game 4. DiVincenzo calling out the play. Inside, DiVincenzo blocked by James. Billy Smith gets it. Here's Hachimura. Reeves in the corner. Reeves drives, looking. Finds Finney Smith straight on, three-pointer. It's good. Dorian Finney-Smith knocks down the 3. It's a 2-point lead. Timeout, Minnesota.
It starts on the defensive end with yet another big play by LeBron James. 45 minutes he's played in year 22. Does he have anything in the tank? You bet he does. And then the other end, Dorian Finney-Smith, no hesitation, on top of the clock. You better make that.
Let me tell you guys something. When I hear the term blocked by James, I still have some beautiful, beautiful memories. It sends me to a great place hearing it. The fact that the big fella is still doing it all these years, and I get to sit next to Mike Green and hear him say it was a special, special moment to hear that in the postseason.
I remember the other had another big block in the playoffs.
You know what? There's just something, there's some PTSD for some other teams when they hear that term.
Well, 1:29 remaining. Still so much time left. Each team still with timeouts. Julius Randle, who was out a superb game, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards double. Nas Reed has it. Reed drives on James, goes inside, stripped down low by James, picked up by Reeves. Another terrific defensive play from a 40-year-old.
Lakers need to score here.
1 minute remaining. Lakers a 2-point advantage. It's to James. James puts up a 3. Rebound McDaniels. Edwards trying to get it out of his hands. Inside to Reed. Reed inside McDaniels. Lays it out in. And a whistle and a foul. McDaniels ties the game. And can take the lead at the line.
Do you trust your teammates? Because the Lakers do not want Anthony Edwards to beat them. So you got to make the right read. You get the ball to the perfect read. Nas, who makes the dump down pass, but that's great patience and decision making by Anthony Edwards.
And a big clutch free throw right there from McDaniels. 16 points, 10 rebounds. 36 seconds remaining. Doncic falls down and calls timeout. That was close to being a turnover, but Doncic wisely called time.
JJ Redick is upset because they want somebody to set the screen to release the pressure. And even there, unfortunately, that was accidental, but that is a trip. Minnesota got away with one.
They played the entire second half, those five for the Lakers. And right now, Minnesota with 1 point lead, 33 seconds remaining. They'll inbound in the backcourt. And they have to get it across the timeline right away. They only have 1 second. It's 1 second shy of the 8-second violation. James will inbound. Each team still has a timeout left. And both teams in the penalty. Randall will go to the inbounds. James looking to throw it into the front court. Bounce pass, deflected and stolen by McDaniels. They don't have to foul yet. There's an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Edwards holding it. Now Finney Smith and Doncic look to double, getting out of his hands. DiVincenzo on the drive, back to Edwards. Edwards slips and falls down and lost the ball out of bounds. He wants a challenge. The Lakers ready to put now. Chris Finch is going to call a timeout, use his timeout and challenge it. And that will be his final timeout. Unless he's successful.
That's off Anthony Edwards, off his leg. LeBron James swipes down. You can see he needs the ball. Kind of switches rotation. Switches rotation and goes off. When he smacks it down, it doesn't go straight to the floor.
So James hasn't scored here in the fourth quarter, but he has been responsible for so many plays on the defensive end. Now, was there any contact there?
I don't think so. LeBron's left hand is not pushing him as he goes down. I think it's a slip. But we talked about this in the first quarter.
Minnesota challenged the play within 30 seconds of LA calling the timeout. Play's under review. Now done.
So now they'll take a look at it. It appears that it's going to stay the same if they won't win the challenge.
He said in the first quarter.
We started talking about in the first quarter, will LeBron James, when he came out and set that tone, will he came out and set that tone, have the first quarter, have that great first half? He might struggle. There might need some more juice in the fourth quarter. He hasn't had a break this entire second half. I'm not surprised that he hasn't really put up those numbers.
So say this holds what it looks like in this Laker ball, down 1, 9.5 seconds remaining. Lakers right now are out of timeouts. They're saying that was the Laker timeout. What do the Lakers run here in this final possession?
Well, in this one, I think you want to run some misdirection. Maybe you want to pick a roll to give Luka. You want you want to set a screen so he can get a lesser defender on him. You don't want Luka to go one-on-one against McDaniels or against an elite defender.
We've seen him send two at Luka often. I wouldn't wait for that trap. I'd get off the ball and see what second-side action I could get.
One thing I'm confused about is that they said it's Laker timeout, but it was Finch who challenged it.
That was the within 30 seconds that they had mentioned.
Okay. So this is obviously such a critical call. It appears Edwards touched it last. Whether or not they say there was contact to cause him to lose possession, that's no doubt what they're discussing. Josh Tippett on the left, Sean Corbin on the right. Boy, we have seen basketball brilliance on display here in this game. So many big-time shots. These two teams going back and forth.
Normally, if you see a foul, it's that offhand and pushing that they call.
We saw Anthony Edwards, they say foul.
I I think a finer look, not this side, but the other side is going to show what you're talking about. Oh, he gets his wrist first. That's going to be a foul, LeBron.
That's the Hawkeye camera.
Wow, this could be a foul, LeBron.
Here we go.
Upon review, LeBron James makes illegal contact to a wrist around the ankle. The play is being overturned for a possible foul on James.
Oh, it shows it there.
Since LA ball this time out, and the challenge is successful by Minnesota, LA is still charged this time out. Minnesota has one further challenge if needed.
So Edwards will shoot free throws. This one's still far from over. It puts the time back on the clock, 10:47. James picks up the personal foul, his second. Edwards gets the first one to go.
So the question here, Richard, is if he makes this, and the Lakers no timeout, do you foul him? You're Minnesota to prevent a three.
I trust my defense with Minnesota. Look for Luka to come up on that left side. Maybe a slip out by LeBron or Austin.
Edwards, watch free throws. 3-point game. No timeouts for the Lakers. Green guarded. Doncic's looking. James, corner range, three-pointer. No good. Rebound McDaniels. It's over. The Chiefs hold up 3-1 on the series. Anthony Edwards, a 43-point masterpiece. Clutch free throws down the stretch. And a heartbreaker for the Lakers. Huge challenge goes Minnesota's way. And they get the victory.
That's really, this is what they were looking for earlier when they had to call that timeout. Swing, doesn't get the shot. If they want, Austin Reeves had a great second half, but that wasn't it. That's what they wanted earlier. And they were forced to call a timeout.
That's a pretty good look. And Reeves has hit some big shots in the second half. That one doesn't go down.
Can I just, again, Naz Reid, his performance on both ends. Everybody's going to talk about the offense. Multiple times before this possession, he had to guard Luka in isolation. He did his job on both ends. Edwards was brilliant, but boy, Naz in the fourth in both games. Whoa.
And Edwards also played the entire second half. 43 points in 44 minutes. Let's go to Lisa.
Right, Anthony Edwards is fired up right now. And just tell me what are you feeling right now?
Naz Reid, Jaden McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo. Man, them boys came up big in the clutch time. Big stops. Big shot by Naz. Big finish by Jaden. And Dante just reading the game and making the right plays all night.
Continue talking about Naz, just the impact that he had in that fourth quarter. And in every fourth quarter of this series, he has 9 for 9 in the fourth quarter of this series. Just describe the impact that he's had down the stretch.
He's a clutch player on our team. When we need a bucket, coach do a great job of drawing up the plays with him, putting him in action, and he makes them happen.
I don't know if he's as clutch as you are, because it always seems like in a moment, you go to another gear. Today, you guys were down 10. You seem to go to another gear. Just how does your mindset change in those moments?
Man, I've been dreaming all my life with these moments, man. My baby was able to come see me play, and my Asian baby, my little girl, she was able to come see me play today, so I want her to make the most of it, man. I know she's not going to remember it, but she's going to look back at it one day and see she was at the game, so that was what really drove me today.
3-1, you have a chance to close it out on front.
for Minnesota in game 3. 10-point New York lead. It's in 2 games apiece. Pulling his way to the basket. Cunningham through the lane, goes to the floater, bounces it home. So he's got 10 now, 4 points here in the second half. 5-point game again.
Already got more space in these early trips for Kate Cunningham than he had the entire first half off the dribble.
Detroit trailed by as many as 16 in the first half. Little look pass, Brunson. Oh, Thompson punches that one away from Hart. Cunningham. Spot up 3, Hart away. Can't get the bounce. And Towns a rebound. Pistons are 2 for 19 from 3. And it'll be on the step through. And another good defensive play. Cunningham on the reach in. And a foul called on Hart. And Hart. Gotta be careful not to get teed up. Brian Forte warning him there. That's just the first on Hart. Second team foul on the Knicks.
There is so much activity on the basketball right now for anyone attempting to drive and get all the way to the rim. Activity, contact, it's got everything right now. Both defenses making it very difficult to get to the rim.
Turnovers of plenty. Field goals a few here in the third quarter. Knicks with just one. Hardaway penetrates in, scooping home. Hooked out to Cunningham. He's already got 2 buckets here in the quarter. Bounces into Durant. And it's 52-49. The closest the Pistons have been since the first quarter. They double Brunson out. Durant leaves him. Brunson spins on Thompson. Durant comes to help. Brunson trying to throw it off of Cunningham. Ends up in Towns' hands. Towns can't muscle that one home. He can't believe there was a foul. Cunningham driving, hanging, missing, got it back. Hart with the strength. Boy, they are letting everything go here in the third quarter. A ton of contact on both ends. Brunson drives, blocked by Cunningham. Brunson still down. Harris drives and scores. It's a 1-point game. Still getting the 3. Not going to take it though. Towns blocked by Harris. That's 4 on Harris now. So you got Towns with 4, Harris with 4. Third team foul on Detroit.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns coming out. Just trying to catch the basketball on the wing to initiate offense. Tobias Harris holding on. Not allowing him to establish position. Gets caught.
Jamie Bickerstaff will keep him in the game. Towns has been on the floor for 5 minutes since picking up his 4th foul. Towns driving, knocked away by Durant, but Hart is there to clean it up. Shot clock at 1. Hart comes up short with that one. Rebound Cunningham. 4 rebounds for Cunningham to go with 5 assists and 12 points. Cunningham comes to get it. Shot clock inside of 10. As Harris almost pushed off on Brunson. And the baseline jam goes down to get Detroit a 2-point lead.
And how big Tobias Harris has been for this team. Not only with his presence and his defensive talent, but chipping in with 18 points on the day when everything is hard to find.
Towns, deep three, hit it! Karl-Anthony Towns with a long triple, his second. And the Knicks back on top.
He's saying, if I'm going to get all that contact in the paint, I'm going to go out here beyond where the physicality plays a part.
Oh, Cunningham! Lefty throwdown! He scraped the sky on that one. Pistons back in front. Every possession so intense. Towns driving baseline. Blocked it! Harris tracks him down. Harris racing up the court. Hardaway for three. No good. And hitting the floor, Duran and Bridges, and Duran will get called for the foul.
King Cunningham right here. Gets two defenders who run into each other. Karl-Anthony Towns not fully committed to this block attempt because of the foul trouble. King Cunningham goes over the top.
And they changed that foul and called it on Tobias Harris. That's his fifth. Now the guy that's been the spark for the Pistons has to go to the bench now. Towns has checked out for the Knicks with 4. But Harris has 5 fouls with 4 minutes to go in the third.
A tough break too, because Hardaway had a wide open three that could have blown the roof off this place, and instead you end up with your 5th foul on Harris.
Brunson comes back and drains a 3. If you're Detroit, since the spark has been Harris, who has to step up?
I think King Cunningham right now has to understand the moment, and he's been much more aggressive looking for his own offense since they started the second half. I think you're going to see that continue.
He's got 14 points. 8 here in the third quarter. Driving at Bridges. Tough angle. But he slashes it through. What a shot from King Cunningham.
Getting into his wheelhouse. He loves the mid-range at that size and strength.
And a foul on Duran. Boy, they're letting everything go early, and now a couple of touch fouls.
You can see the look in his eye on this possession. He was going to do this himself. Got to a spot he likes, but even by his account, that's a difficult finish, floating out of bounds. Oh, he got hit as well. King Cunningham, much better flow here in the third quarter than he had in the first half.
Second foul on Duran, team's 5th. So penalty for the final 3:21. Mitchell Robinson, who's been battling illness for 8 minutes so far. He's now 0 for 3 though, the free throw line. Next Sunday, May 4th, F1 on ABC from Miami. Miami Grand 3, green flag at 4 Eastern. Pre-race coverage starts at 2:30. That's next Sunday, 4 Eastern on ABC. Dave Bash, Tim Ledler, Katie George here in Detroit for Game 4. Game time at 61. Knicks led by 16 late in the first half, ahead by 7 at halftime. Another miss at the line, and another rebound for Cunningham, his 5th. He also has 14 points and 6 assists in this quarter alone. They got Cunningham off the ball. It's one of the reasons they picked up Schroeder, playing for his 3rd team this year. Schroeder got picked right off his feet, and the drive called for his 2nd foul. Team's 3rd, and the veteran Schroeder, playing in his 72nd career playoff game, will shoot 2.
The Schroeder's so good at understanding the moment. Right now, everybody on the floor defensively for both teams is up on their toes, ready to jump at any ball fake. Schroeder got the up fake, the grind in the air, and then at that point, just make sure you get the contact to earn the freeze.
How have you noticed Schroeder's presence paying off for Kate Cunningham? Because Schroeder obviously has been able to get his own, but Cunningham has definitely benefited since his arrival.
I think when you look at the Pistons roster, no one carries themselves with more swagger and confidence offensively than Dennis Schroeder. He's had a number of different roles in this league. He's been a starter. He's been a 6th man extraordinaire, putting up big numbers on this team. He gives you the offensive punch, but he also gives you the creative on-ball playmaking that Kate Cunningham needs alongside of him.
It's both free throws, 63-61. Quiet day for Schroeder. Just 4 points. He's averaging 15 in this series. And
Ball on the floor, and Brunson is injured. Cunningham, another jam. Brunson is still down in considerable pain as the Pistons have their largest lead of Game 4. Remember, Brunson missed a month at the end of the year due to an ankle injury, and he's still down as Detroit has a 4-point advantage.
With the power of Dell AI, we push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Visit Dell.com to bring your next big idea to life.
Still now. I don't know if you remember, locking it early is still Pepsi.
Presented by Google in Detroit for the first round, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Jalen Brunson missed a month with a right ankle injury, holding his lower right leg after the turnover and dunked by Cade Cunningham. Brunson, after he just slid his body to the scores table on the floor during that sequence, tried to get up to put weight on it, immediately went down, and then went to the locker room moments ago. Here's him being helped up by a teammate, and he just could not put any weight on it. And this obviously could be huge, not just for today, but for the rest of the series.
Well, Cameron Payne now inserted onto the floor for the Knicks. You remember the impact he had in Game 1. Haven't really heard much from him since then, but Knicks don't escape Game 1 with a win without Cameron Payne.
Two to shoot, Ananobi has to put it off, missed it, and rebounded by Reed. Cade Cunningham is outscoring the Knicks by himself in the quarter, 12-11. Detroit by 4. Pistons have made 4 shots in a row. Schroeder with a jab step. Now Reed on the small one, Payne attacking it. He missed it and then lost it out of bounds. Reed getting minutes again as the backup 5 because Isaiah Stewart is out for his 3rd straight game with a knee injury.
Pistons recognize the size mismatch, but that's not really Paul Reed's effectiveness. He's more a guy that's going to hurt you on the offensive glass.
2-minute mark, 4-point lead here in the 3rd quarter, 65-61. The score we've often seen in the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter in a lot of games in the NBA this season. Shot clock at 5. Bounce to Payne, puts it on the deck. Floater from Payne on the back rim. And controlled by Cunningham. They got Towns on the bench with 4 fouls. Brunson in the locker room due to an injury. And the Pistons capitalize. And Cunningham just lost it and rolls right to Hardaway. His 3 is off target. 3 offensive rebound. Cunningham to Beasley. Got the 3. The lead is 7, the largest of Game 4 for Detroit, and that will get Towns off the bench to come into the next step ball. And they'll be driving, swatted away. Reed slips that one out of play. Boy, the Detroit defense in the 3rd quarter, spectacular at the rim.
And the one adjustment the Knicks have not made is to kick out off of any of these tries. You've seen it repeatedly throughout the 3rd quarter. They're just not getting balls, trying to finish all of these drives. There's so many white jerseys in the paint. There has to be kick-out opportunities for 3-4 shots.
8 blocks for the Pistons, 4 by Cunningham. Bridges with 2 on the shot clock. In and out, and Reed clears. A 23-point swing here in Game 4. From down 16 to up 7, final minute. Payne knocked it away but out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pistons, 16 to shoot.
And you would think that for the Knicks right now, you look at without Brunson on the floor, clearly it's Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be your primary option.
but he works so well in the two-man game with Brunson. It's a little bit more difficult for him to just go get it on his own.
Shot clock inside of 2. Schroeder uses the screen. Now fires over Towns. No good. Rebound Bridges. Takes maybe a 2 for 1. Towns for 3. Automatically Towns third 3. Game high. 19 points.
Reminiscent of what we saw in Game 3 with Karl Anthony Towns using that shooting range to go out beyond where the Pistons can throw an extra body in.
5-second difference between the game and shot clocks here at the end of the third quarter. Anobi watching coming in. Now McBride on the switch. Beasley open off the bounce 3. Got it! Beasley beating up. Only picked to 7 with 6.5 seconds left. Kane with 4 and taken away by Schroeder. With 2, with 1. Hardaway slams. Does it count? They're going to wave it off and say no. We saw this in LA last night with Aaron Gordon dunking at the buzzer. That was ruled good. This one they say is no good. But Beasley with a couple of threes, giving him 8 points. This presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Oh, yeah. Good. I'm from Detroit, bro. We tryna ball. Let me try to beat up. Tell them we can jump on a car. But you can go. I'm talking that place. Ain't the same dirt. We used to be fighting in the mall. Line truck, baby truck, Rolls truck, that bag around. Furniture is big. These boys ain't got no problem crashing out.
I'm on a jet, so much pay for my next check.
Welcome back to the NBA first round presented by ESPN Background Sidelines Safety Makers Top 10. The comeback started at the end of the second quarter. What's it about the NBA establishment for the new team?
The energy that our group played with. I thought we played with a great spirit. We played with great speed. We were able to turn them over, get up transition. That's what we've done. We had to rebound and run, put some pressure on the early play.
Jalen Brunson's the head of the state. We're keeping them off and also is it capitalizing on the 6 minutes.
They'll take your business. We know how good they are. They got talented players over there that won big games. So we didn't have to let that. We can be the best person on both sides.
That interview with McKay just it was on tape moments ago. So after that interview was finished, Jalen Brunson walked back down to the court. Offensive foul is called here at Bridges. But Brunson got the injured right ankle that he dealt with at the end of the season. Retake. We'll see if he returns. But Detroit up 7, his largest lead in the game.
Hard to tell what he's feeling, but we were watching him walk back to the bench and it didn't seem to be favoring that right leg much at all.
On the first foul on Bridges. Teams that go up 31 in a best-of-7 playoff series win that series 95% of the time. That's how big this is for Detroit to win this game. Making it happen again. Tobias Harris gave the team a huge lift, but he's on the bench with 5 fouls. Cunningham taking over. He's got 20 points now.
And he is not being sped up the way that the Pistons offense was early in this game. Kate Cunningham has things under control right now for Detroit offensively.
8 blocks for the Pistons. That may have been the reason why Kane put that ball so high in the air. 3 ball in and out for Hardaway. Upset with himself. Thought that was down.
2 for 10 for the 3. He's at 4 and 5. Wide open looks. Today, that's why you saw the frustration running back on defense.
Brunson is up off the bench. He will come in the next dead ball for the Knicks. And Anobi. Right in his face of Hardaway. This by Schroeder to Cunningham. Cunningham goes right and Bridges hangs and was fouled. Boy, if you look at Kate Cunningham's numbers in this series, the scoring's been there, but when the shooting is there, the Pistons win. When he struggled to shoot the ball in the series, they lost, and he's 10 of 18 so far in this game.
And he is a problem offensively for any team to deal with. What you saw right there was another gear. When he got over half court and he saw one defender backpedaling and knew that he could get an angle, he was able to turn on the afterburner and get all the way into that gap, draw the foul. Normally, he plays at a slower pace, very under control, but you can see right there the level of quickness and athleticism he can find when he needs it.
Jalen Brunson back out there at the right ankle retake. Cunningham, which missed the free throw, his first attempt of the game. Brunson has 17 points, 9 assists. Since 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, it's 41-16 Detroit. 9-point advantage, looking to push it to double figures. Even the series in 2 games apiece, Game 5 Tuesday. If there's a Game 6, it's here on Thursday. Game 5 will be at the Garden of New York. Towns with 19 points, he's at 3 threes. We got Schroeder off the ball defending Brunson. And Bridges was trying to screen for Towns, who puts his head down and lost the ball on a bounce. A turnover by Towns.
Well, Jalen Brunson, first time since he came back, he's left in the corner and waited. Carolina kept forcing the issue. Not able to make anything happen with it. Knicks get it back to good.
Well, that last position was like a wrestling match. No fouls called. Brunson goes at the rim. Misses hard, hits the deck. And a foul on Detroit. First foul on the Pistons here in the quarter. When you look at the score, you watch this game, does this not feel like the 92 series, the last time they met on 5 games, or 1990 when they won 5 games in the conference semifinals, or back in the mid-80s when they won at it in the postseason?
Very much so. There's just few whistles to be had. Once you get all the way to the rim, so you're going to have to either play through the contact and finish, or start to make plays once you get the defense to collapse in the lane.
Rick Morton, after being a part of this great postseason series 34 years ago between these teams, Brunson penetrates, has the float game. That's 19 now for Brunson. Durham picked up the foul for Detroit, his third. Harris still on the bench with 5. Towns in the game, playing with 4. And Brunson won with a bad angle. Gets the first bucket since returning. Beasley. Put the one. A rare contested shot at the rim in this game.
And it was caused by a bad gamble by the crowd, trying to jump into the passing lane, takes into the back cut, all kinds of space in front of him.
Spin by Brunson with the right hand. Kisses him home off the window. Back to back. Brunson buckets.
Using his strength to get through the hand checking and able to get to his spot now. Back to back to back.
Schroeder stops at the elbow. This was trying to make the most of the non-Cunningham minutes here. They call a timeout by J.D. Bickerstaff with the shot clock at 7. The Pistons will out of sync. New York trying to mount the comeback like Detroit did in the second and third quarters. But the Pistons in front right now on 8 here in the fourth.
First round, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, is brought to you by Burger King and BK Amateur Web. You rule.
Next on ABC, Anthony Edwards and the Bulls at home against the Lakers. Minnesota up 2-1 in that series. Here, the Knicks offense has really struggled since halftime. Just 18 points and 25% shooting. Kate Cunningham has checked back in for Detroit. Cunningham at 12 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the third quarter alone. Baseline for three. Third 3.5 for Beasley. The lead is 11, the largest for Detroit here in Game 4. They made over 300 wins this season. He can be hot with the best of them in this league. Towns trying to get free off the ball. Getting tangled up with Thompson. Hart puts it on the bench. Shot clock at 3, 4-3. Bridges answers. What did he need? 1 for 10 on the day. Mikal Bridges can need some support right now for Jalen Brunson. Just his good point. His first 3, he was 0 for 4 before that hit. 8-minute mark, 8-point game. Thompson. Driving. Missing. Way off the mark. Rebound Towns. That's 9-4 for Towns. Hart races up the court. McBride. Missed the 3. Backside court. Garrett. McBride hit a 3 early on, but has not made one since over his last 4. Cunningham stuffed the defense. The first pass was great to Thompson. The second, not so much. Bridges to the stands. Thought Beasley was in the corner.
Times in a little bit too much of a hurry there when he gets this basketball in the paint, turns it over. Here you see Malik Beasley struggled in the first half to find any space, but he has strung together some shots here when the Pistons needed it. He's helping out that one. Bridges hit very quiet game for Mikal Bridges.
And Blake's back on the floor for Detroit. With 5 fouls is Tobias Harris. He has 18 points, a big part of that play. Brunson, again, just does a great job shielding the defender and getting it off the window. He's got 6 points since returning from the ankle injury.
He's so good at not leaving the floor until he is ready to release the basketball, using that strength and footwork and that touch.
Cunningham, baseline, fall away, out there, and strong rebound by Hart. Knicks with a mini run to get within 6. Brunson hangs, missed that shot. Duran with rebound number 15. Ball out of bounds, and they're going to see Duran touch the last. And remember, no challenge left for Detroit. J.B. Bickerstaff used it 5 minutes into the game. And it was unsuccessful.
They lost that challenge in a 10-8 game on a rebounding situation. I think J.B. Bickerstaff would probably like to have that back.
Shot clock issue, it appears. Got to change it to 14. 6-point game. Here's a break for Bridges. Same spot, same result. And here come the Knicks. Back within 3.
Well, sometimes it's not about volume, it's about timing. Mikal Bridges could have found a better time to insert himself into this game offensively.
8-0 run by New York. Coder to Curry. Hand off Cunningham going to Towns. And Cunningham hits the floor. And a foul on the Knicks. If it's Towns, it's 5. It's on Bridges. Second foul on Bridges.
Knicks bench furious because of the number of possessions they had in the third quarter without getting a call of contact at the rim. Cunningham able to get it. There's Mikal Bridges now with back-to-back shots to help close this gap.
Playoff veteran Mikal Bridges. A lot of those games coming with the Phoenix Suns when they went to the NBA Finals, but his 43rd career playoff game, his 3-point shooting in the postseason, 37%. Oh, huge threes here in the court. And this is historic what Kate Cunningham did. We gave you the numbers a moment ago. First player since 1998 with those numbers in any playoff quarter. And now overall, he's up to 23 points, 4 blocks, 8 assists, 9 rebounds in just his 4th ever playoff game. 5-point lead for Detroit. Midway point in the 4th quarter. Knicks up 2-1 in the series. Winner faces either Boston or Orlando. Celtics up 2-1 there. Brunson again driving, hanging, finishes. Jalen Brunson, magnificent play. He's got 25. What a tough shot for Jalen Brunson. Going to his right. With that left-handed floater over his finger defender. Cunningham driving deep, and the turnaround hook missed with both back out to him. Schroeder, shake, lean in. Good job on the drive to back away and not foul. Shot clock down to 3. Beasley makes the hook. Does it, a buzzer for Rendon. Rebound Hart. Hart takes it himself to Cunningham. A hard foul by Cunningham. Free throws for Hart. That's the second team foul on Detroit. Second personal on Cade. Right, your best opportunity in this game is to be able to attack at the rim. With an early clock before a defense is sacked. I saw that time Josh Hart understand only one got back. He put his head down and made sure he earned a whistle.
At the end of the third quarter, Jalen Brunson was in considerable pain. Holding his injured right ankle that cost him a month during the regular season. He went to the locker room, they retaped that ankle, he's come back in, has 8 points, leading the search by the Knicks to get back within 2. Timeout, 5:23 to play here in Game 4.
Our playoff tracker brought to you by Pepsi. Jalen Brunson, 4 of 6 this quarter, 25 points for the game. Cade Cunningham, his 4th consecutive 20-point double-double, either points and assists or points and rebounds. We've got a 2-point game. Detroit 81, New York 79. The third player with 20-point double-doubles in each game to start the playoff career. Wilt and Oscar, the other 2, that's the company. And Cade Cunningham is in. Just his 4th NBA season, and really his 3rd because 2 years ago he only played in 12 games because of injury. An all-star this year, but the most improved player in the NBA. That award will be announced soon. One more free throw here for Josh Hart. Detroit was just up 11, but the Knicks have already scored more points this quarter than they did all of the third quarter, 15-14. And October 10 to the mind did some long during that time. Now Ben Wallace in the house. Of course, legendary Pistons. I know Pistons probably would use it to help close out this game by protecting the rim.
Well, Houston's here as well. We talked about the Pistons, Nick Battle, Chauncey Billups, Isaiah Thomas. When you go back to the mid-90s, out in Houston was starting for Detroit. He left to sign with the Knicks, and Piston fans were mad at him. Now, still with the organization and him now. This is a rivalry that goes deep. Here's Hardaway for 3, around and down.
His dad likes that, and they back to 5. And Book gets us to the heavens on that one. He finally gets a friendly roll after missing some better ones earlier.
Brunson, oh, just a gorgeous shot off glass. Jalen Brunson with 27 to go with 10 assists.
Twice now going right for a left-handed player leaning back and toward the baseline and able to have that kind of a touch on it.
Cunningham, good defense, Bridges. That's why the Knicks got him. His durability, consistency, and outstanding defense made a great play to force a turnover. Hardaway trying to stay with Brunson. Step back 3, and Brunson ties the game. Jalen Brunson coming back from an ankle injury. Storming back to tie it at 84. He's got 14 since returning.
They pull this on Jalen Brunson. They're going to be talking about this one for a long time. Coming back from that injury and carrying the Knicks right now offensively.
Schroeder foul on Jalen. He got that one. Detroit back at 2. 3:40 on the clock. going to work again, spinning on Schroeder through the lane. Missed it. Hit it out into the arms of Durant. Brunson hits the deck, but seems to be all right. Detroit ball with a 2-point lead. Tagay stops, pops, good! Timeout Knicks. Kate Cunningham pushes the lead to 4.
Now, Jalen Brunson showing you what he's made of coming back from that injury. Stringing together shots and on the other end. From one great guard in this league to another, Kate Cunningham answers the bell.
What I said earlier. Don't touch me, I'm sizzling.
That's right! Get on your feet! Make some noise!
The Detroit Pistons trying to tie this first-round series in 2 games apiece. They lead by 4, 88-84. With 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Get another timeout. Back in a moment.
Everybody up! Make some noise! You think the party? It's gonna begin!
Well, it feels almost cliche when anybody has an injury to bring up 1978 Billy Green, but Brunson coming back with that ankle injury, as bad as it was during the regular season, for him to come back and be better than he was before the injury, remarkable so far in this game. Kate Cunningham, equally spectacular. He's got 25 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 blocks, and the Pistons lead by 4.
But it's more impressively for Brunson to come back anyway with this level of contact and the amount of traffic that you're seeing in the paint. He's operating at a different speed right now.
He's got 30 for the game, 13 since the injury. Hardaway against Cunningham. Skip to Towns, and let it fly, and get a 3. Carl-Anthony Towns with his 4th 3-ball. It's a 1-point game.
But they caught Jalen Duran on the weak side of the floor, pitching toward the paint when they were trying to post up Anunoby. Great recognition by Brunson and a great delivery.
Knicks trying to go up 3-1. Teams that do in NBA history win the series 95% of the time. Hardaway to answer. That's good. Great response by Hardaway to lead back to 4. Brunson between the legs. Next, Hardaway, a lot of contact. No whistle. Brunson hobbling as he scores again. 2-point game. 2 to play.
And the way he's able to go full speed toward the contact and then release it, that's softly special.
Hardaway inside the arc. Got another one.
minutes late. Detroit by 4. Shot clock at 10. Just outside a minute and a half to go. Brunson trying to create contact. Towns with 4 to shoot. Driving and Durham. All the way. Oh my goodness. How did Towns make that? Falling out of bounds. Makes it a 2-point game.
In a game that's going to require great shot making over these defenses, that might have been the best shot of the day.
Time right side 10. Cunningham walks by Ananobi. Down to 5. Cunningham with a cross. Spin in the lane. Fall away from the foul line. Around and out. Rebound Bridges. Knicks get tired. Take the lead. A minute to go. Here in game 4. Brunson one-on-one against Schroeder. Backing it down. Gets into the paint. To the corner. Ananobi puts it on the floor. Shot clock at 8. Towns. 1-3 from Towns. Oh my! Carl Anthony Towns gives the Knicks the lead. Some huge catch shots down the stretch. First series as a Knick after spending his first 9 years in Minnesota. And he's coming up big for New York here in the final minute.
An impossible fadeaway behind the backboard to go. And then deep into the shot clock, the bailout three.
Hey, Pistons fans, what can I help you with? Okay, you want to know what time it is. It's time to stand up and get out. I said get out. Mind please. Let's get this shit popping.
What a way to start the day. More NBA playoff action brought to you by Amazon and ABC up next. Can LeBron and Luka, assuming Luka's feeling better, lead the Lakers to a win to tie that series with Minnesota at 2 apiece. 2 games on TNT tonight. Boston, Orlando, Celtics up 2-1. Pacers, Bucks, Indiana up 2-1. Here, the Knicks lead the series 2-1 and now lead the game. 8 points in the last 2 minutes by Karl Anthony Towns. A miracle fall away out of bounds from the corner, and then a long free, and New York leads by 1, 45 seconds to go. Cunningham, guarded by Bridges, and Ananobi watching it though. Cunningham drops, cut away, out of bounds. Cunningham touched it last. Knicks ball. And remember, Detroit does not have a challenge. They lost their only coach's challenge. It was used in the first quarter.
Oh, this is Josh Hart. Perfect timing on that stunt out of the corner. He wasn't going to lead the shooter completely, but he's going to take a stab at the ball, still recover to Tobias Harris, but the deflection was right off the contact.
6th turnover by Cunningham, and the Knicks call a timeout. 1 timeout left for Detroit. 1 timeout left for the Knicks. So 37.3. Towns has the hot hand, but Jalen Brunson, the NBA Clutch Player of the Year. Who are you going to here if you're Tom Thibodeau?
I believe they're going to get to some sort of an isolation situation with Brunson where he could get into a back-down situation. And that puts a lot of pressure on Detroit, because if you elect to go double, you're now going to potentially leave yourself exposed to Towns getting an open look. If you don't get double coverage, Jalen Brunson will get the shot he wants.
There was the one that somehow missed the backboard. And then get the 3 after that. But look at Durham with the challenge. Degree of difficulty off the charts. And then on
On that free ball, there was some traffic, there was not great spacing, and it was about the 28 to 30 footer that he made to get the next lead.
We have 4 games today. This is the first. You might not see a more difficult shot coming today than the one that Carl Anthony Towns hit on that baseline.
So defensively for Detroit, what's the key on this possession?
First and foremost, don't foul. You got to play this possession and make your bench earn it by taking a contested shot. I don't think you can allow Jalen Brunson to just operate in a one-on-one space on the side of the floor. He's too crafty. He's too good if he gets single coverage scoring, but he's also very good at drawing fouls. That's the challenge for the Pistons. How do you take it out of his hands without giving up an open look?
Each team does have a foul to give, so Detroit can take the shot clock down and commit a foul. If they choose, obviously got to be careful not to go to the empty shooting. Bridges goes down and into the backcourt. As we go in the final 2 minutes. Saw that in the game. Creation was controversial. It was a light ball made by the official. Brunson is shooting the screen. Hart leaves it, so it's 1-on-1 each shooter. He doesn't have a foul to give. Shot clock it in. Brunson trying to take the timer at 5 and knocked away out of bounds. 4.3 seconds left.
That's a trail for the Pistons because you want more size on Brunson, but their shooters, the best they have at slotting his feet laterally and being active with his hands. His pressure has been a factor in this game.
4.3 seconds remaining. And Bridges inbound the ball. They can throw it into the backcourt here. Obviously, it's not going to happen. They do have a timeout and they can't get it in. Into the front court. Brunson on the baseline. Puts it up. Missed the shot. They got Cunningham. Detroit has a timeout. Will they use it? The Knicks have a foul to give and they took it. That was Towns. The problem with that is it's 5 fouls on Towns. So if this game were to go to overtime, he's in danger of fouling out. 11.1 on the clock. It'll be Detroit ball.
There's a mistake by Detroit to allow Brunson to catch the ball running toward the basket with only 4 seconds on the clock. It's a breakdown, fortunately for them. Brunson rushed that a little bit, misses it. Nick Cunningham trying to take it the other way, and then Vince used that foul.
Sorry, Blitz. You got 11.1. Dave Cunningham has been a star. 25 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. What are you doing offensively on this possession here if you're J.D. Bickerstaff?
If I'm Nick Cunningham, I'm telling him I don't want the high ball screen. It's too easy to trap him, take it out of his hand, and then you're trusting the short roll man to make a play. I think the Knicks are probably going to try to stay home as much as they can with the shooters. Nick Cunningham could get a one-on-one opportunity in the middle of the floor where he wants to operate.
Don't forget up next, more NBA playoff action. Luka Doncic and the Lakers looking to even their series with Minnesota at 2 apiece. The Wolves won 2-1 with their victory on Friday night. The Detroit Pistons have lost 8 consecutive home playoff games. Their last game came in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2008. They beat Boston in Game 4, ended up losing the series though. That was May 13th, 2008. The NBA record for consecutive losses in the postseason is 9. The Pistons trying to avoid that, make this a 2-2 series, assuring themselves of another home game. Game 5 is Tuesday in New York. Teams that lead 3-1 win 95% of the time. Only 13 teams have come back from down 3-1. So Detroit with a chance to win here with 11.1 seconds left. They are out of timeouts. If the Knicks foul, that will put the Pistons on the line.
More people to watch. Jalen Duren on the offensive glass. If Kate Cunningham drives, then Mitchell Robinson goes for a block. Duren can get an opportunity to get a putback.
Cunningham driving, pull-up jumper, no good. Aaron Spanlin, loose ball on the floor. Picked up, Hardaway, 2 seconds left. Puts up a shot, no, and the game is over. Jamie Bickerstaff is on the floor and winning. He thought there should have been a foul call on the Hardaway shot. But the Knicks have won it 94-93 to take a 3-1 series lead.
shots down the stretch. The Pistons are still wondering about the no call on the last shot by Hardaway. When he hits down the look he wanted, middle of the floor, pull-up barrel, it's just a battle. First man to the floor. Do you agree with the non-call on Josh Hart here against Hardaway? Good outfake, I think. There's contact on Tim Hardaway's right side. If he gets Harvey air, most often you're going to get a call on this play. Right there is his contact as Hardaway leaves the floor, but we go. There's been a lot today that was not called on shots. Katie is standing by with Jalen Brunson.
Jalen, you go down at the end of the third quarter. Big fans are holding your breath. You come back in and lead this team to victory. What was the final minutes like for you?
A lot. That's how we came to the win. How we came to the win.
How did you guys manage to navigate the onslaught that Pistons put on you in the third quarter?
Well, same plays. That's what they're capable of doing. And I'm not giving a lot of credit, but we put together, we found a way to win, and I'm stumping out.
You hit some unbelievable shots. So did Cat late in that game. What did you think of the baseline where he was falling away that shot?
In game 3 too. That was a little bit difficulty, but he's capable of doing that, man. It's a big time shot. That's what he does.
It's not like a throwback. How would you describe game 4 overall?
This is a pretty intense game, and I don't know how, but I'm happy we won.
You got home, ankles all good?
Yeah, everything's all good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brunson had 15 points, Katie, after the injury. Karl Anthony Towns had 8 points in the final 3 minutes, including the go-ahead 3. The Knicks lead the series 3 games to 1 after a 94-93 win, a controversial no call on the final shot by Hardaway. It goes the Knicks' way. The series now. In command are the Knicks going home Tuesday for Game 5. Tim Lungler, Katie, George, Dave Patch, so long. Back to the studio after these messages.